Hello again today to Solo English with a new video. This video is about vocabulary. How to learn our vocabulary. كيف نكتسب أو كيف نكسب الثروة اللغوية. اللغة أو المشكل ديال المفردات مشكل عويص بالنسبة للتلاميذ. So this is how I'm going to show you the way of learning vocabulary and teaching vocabulary for new teachers. Well, we have 10 ways here, and it's up to you to discuss them and to know them which way is relevant for you. And now I'm going to focus on one of these ways. I'm going to focus on use semantic map, and I'm going to explain what is semantic map. So let's begin now how to revise a vocabulary. And as you know, problem of words, vocabulary words, it is a problem for students because they find it difficult to understand a text. They find it difficult to express themselves. When they want to write an essay or when they want to say something, they find it very difficult to find words or appropriate words, at least words, okay? When you give them topic, you say, well, why don't you don't write? You say, well, because I don't have enough words. I don't know a lot of words. So how to revise and keep these words? And we know that students keep words at the end of the back of the copybook. They write randomly certain words. So how to revise them? Well, is it regularly? It means every time. Or rarely. Normally students rarely revise. They revise just for purpose. Alone, of course, sometimes they take paper and they start to learn, okay? Learning in groups in the classroom, when they work together, maybe they can learn from each other. Once a week, means every week they revise, okay? And when there is a need, just when we need topic, when we need certain words, with a friend, maybe in the classroom, in the cafe or in the street when they are discussing, or okay. You use semantic map or word map. That's what I'm going to focus on today, and it is useful for both teachers and students, especially new teachers. They are going to use a semantic map as a game in the classroom for 10 minutes, and it is a good way of learning vocabulary for students. Number 9, before a test. Normally students revise and learn their vocabulary words only when they have a test or when they have an exam. And number 10, learn a list of work. So let's give example of using vocabulary words in context. Mortgaging an example to see how we find the meaning of the word in context. For example, this word, we cannot understand it when we find it like this, but let's put it in a sentence. For example, if I say, it took 400,000 dirhams mortgage from the bank to buy house. Here you are. This is an example of how we get the meaning of the word from the situation. While reading, when we read a text, when we read a sentence, when we don't know a word, we cannot go to the dictionary every time. We can get the meaning from the context. Mortgage, he took 400 dirhams, it's a good context. Mortgage from the bank to buy a house. So what is mortgage? Is money we borrow from the bank to buy a house. This is how we use the words in context. So in reading, most students, if they want to be good at vocabulary, they need to guess the meaning of the words from the context. Now today there is a good way using semantic map. I'm going to focus on semantic map to explain it, what it is, and then how we use it in the classroom with teachers and students. Semantic map is a good example of practicing vocabulary and use it as a game. The semantic map or word map. This is if I go to my class and I'm addressing my speech to new teachers. We can use it as an activity, as a game in the classroom, and we can use it as cooperative learning between students. So I divide my class, if it depends on the number of students we have in the classroom, I divide my class into groups. So these are 3 groups, so I can use 4, 5, 6 groups. It depends on your class. Well, this is, I use this way. So this is vegetable, for example. Let's give vegetables. If I give the word vegetables to my students, you are working in groups, and students, I give them 10 minutes to find all possible words related to the word vegetables. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words. They can find 10, they can find 15, it depends on the word. And they work together, so they here learning vocabulary in groups, as we saw before. And at the same time, they are working in groups, all the classrooms. So the students are supposed to give you more than 15 words, more than 10, and maybe sometimes it depends on the word you have. So here the groups are working together at the same time. 10 minutes, you give 10 minutes to your students and give them a word that you have to teach. For example, I gave example of vegetables. So they can hear, you can help them by giving, for example, G means courgette, garlic, tomatoes, potatoes, cauliflowers. You can supply the letter, first letter, if it's possible. If not, you let them work and find vocabulary words in groups for 10 minutes, and then we correct all the groups, we collect the words that they have found. This is for teachers. And today I give you another word, and we are going to see, in help of the teacher, how to provide vocabulary words. For example, let's take another semantic map, another word, and we see how we use it. Well, I am going to teach, for example, to my students the word money. Money. So money, I'm going to find at least 15 or 20 words. So you let students work to find all possible words related to money. So look at the word money. I gave them money to my students, for example, and they are going to work together in the same way for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, it depends on the word, and they can use their copybooks, their books, their dictionary if possible, but it will take enough time. They can do without these materials. Now, we have together found this list of words. So look at the word money. They found 15 words. Now we have financial problem, donation, fee, dowry, alimony, debt, tax, fines, salary, it is very well known, salary, wages, mortgage, allowances, loan, tips, bribe, and there are other words, of course. And now, when we have given these words, we are going to give examples in context to read the sentence and to guess which word to refer to. I'm going to give an exercise to practice these words. Look at the examples. So these are 8 examples that I have given. For example, you can give an exercise to students to say, what is money? What do you call money in church? When we give it church or mosque or, okay, well, in church it is called donation, al-hiba. In school, it is fees. So money we pay for schools, we call it fees. In marriage, it is called dowry. So this is the way when we revise it, we take a paper or our copybooks And all these words are linked to money. But what kind of money? So in divorce, it is alimony, nafaqa. When you pay the government taxes, we pay taxes. And in courts, it's fines, al-gharama, ahkama, we pay fines. And weekly paid jobs, we call it wages. And monthly paid, it is salaries. So let's give other examples. Continue. 9, to children, we call it allowances, ta'widat, okay? When you borrow it from a bank, it is called a loan or mortgage. Mortgage is an agreement to receive money. And to kidnappers, it is ransom, fidya, to ransom. When we give ransom, we give money to someone who kidnapped children. And 12, for consuming and buying, we call it expenses. So at home, we keep expenses, okay? 13, illegally received in the name of services. It is a bribe when we give it to the policeman or to someone else, okay? This is illegally done. So this is the way we take a lot of vocabulary words, and it's easier to remember it when you take a paper for each title. For example, money, I can give all the possible words related to money. And when we find another word, we can save enough vocabulary words, because the problem of words are problem of vocabulary in reading or in speaking or in writing, in anything. Thank you very much for today. Welcome again to the next information, next videos. Thank you very much.